Today on Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to my Cook and Clean with Me. Yes, you heard that right. I swear it has been so long since I filmed a cooking video for you guys. I get asked often, but cooking's just not my thing. I don't enjoy it, especially if I have to pull out the camera and let everybody watch me. But for some reason on this particular night, I just had a whim to hey, I'm cooking, let's pull up the camera. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I don't do these often, so you might want to save this one or send it to a friend. I would say I'd add them in, but I just can never get motivated to do it. But what we're going to start off by doing is cleaning. In one of my last videos, I talk about I had family stay here and I hadn't washed the bedding yet, and I was just going to do it later. It's later. It's been a few weeks, but nobody's been sleeping in that bedroom, but it's time to get it done because they're actually coming back into town. So I'm going to get all this clean, get a few things picked up, and then we're going to get to cooking. I don't always use laundry scent boosters, but anytime I'm doing a load of towels, especially bedding, I like to go ahead and use them. I feel like it makes the laundry smell really good. It lasts a while. I especially like to do it in our guest bedroom when people are coming over, just so they know it's nice and clean. I will put it on our clothes sometimes, but I feel like Savannah and Chase are just a little more sensitive stuff like that, and I am with smells, but it is nice to have it in your bedding. Now I'm going to head into my office and just go ahead and give it a good vacuum. This room stays clean for the most part. The closet does not, but the room stays picked up, but I do like to keep the floors vacuumed. I feel like if I just have a clean workspace, I'm more motivated to come in here and I just get things done more quickly. But if I was looking at a ton of clutter and dust and dirty floors, I wouldn't want to come in here and work. So if you have an at-home office, try keeping it clean. Now we're going to move on to the cooking part, which is probably why the majority of you clicked on today's video. So we're going to be cooking Mexican food. When I do cook, I like to fix meals that will definitely give us leftovers. I don't want to spend all evening cooking or even an hour cooking and not have leftovers for the next day or a couple days. So anytime I can make a meal that makes extra, I always do it, and that's what I love about Mexican food. I love making rotel because that will last several days. And I feel like with Mexican food, you can do so many different options because I feel like normally what I want is different from Chase wants. Savannah always wants something different with this. If I want a bean burrito, but Chase wants nachos. If Savannah wants a quesadilla, I feel like we can all get what we want by cooking the same thing. So I feel like this is just a really easy meal if you have picky eaters in your house. Things got so complicated. All I wanted was your love. It is time, should we break it? Staying anymore. I've been waiting here before. It is not the first time. Thinking that you'll change this time. No, I don't need a heart. Another reason why I like cooking Mexican dinner, I feel like a lot of the stuff can be bought and stored. It's not something that goes bad quickly. You can buy like stuff that you need for dinner, put it in your pantry, and when you finally need it, it's just in there. It's an easy go-to meal. That's what's happened with this. This wasn't something I bought this week or even last week. I just had it on my shelf. It sounded good, so we went ahead and made it for dinner that night. If you've missed my Amazon videos, this is one of the gadgets I talk about, and I love using this thing. I love chopped onions. I will put them on anything. Funny little fact is I didn't like them until I got pregnant with Savannah, and now I love them, but I can never get them chopped the way I like, and this little gadget is so easy to use and it's so affordable, so I'll link it down below for you in my description box if you're needing something like it. I did decide to go ahead and cook up some ground beef and add a taco seasoning packet to it. I love the way it flavors it because Chase was really wanting nachos. And when I make a bean burrito, I actually like to add some meat in it. I just love the texture and the taste, just so it's not like straight refried beans. So I went ahead and cooked this up real quickly too.
Bothered about what could be coming.
Most of the time when dinner's fixed, we just kind of self-serve. I don't like prepare the meals. I will sometimes, but I feel like more recently we're all kind of doing something different, especially when it's a meal like this and you have a variety. I tend to like soft things, so I like tortillas and burritos and I wrap it all up. Whereas Chase likes crunchy and like the taco, so he made nachos, and then Savannah will do one or the other. So once again, that's kind of why I like a meal like this that just has multiple options, so you can just make whatever you want.
Cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted cause I got you. I have always been afraid of changes, but you show me life is full of faces. Sometimes clouds got in our favorite places, but we were young.
Also, don't judge me for our fancy dinnerware. Typically when I'm done cooking, the last thing I want to do are like a million dishes, especially if the meal takes a lot of dishes. And I feel like anytime you're doing Mexican food or breakfast, you get so many pots and pans and dishes dirty. So sometimes I just opt for the paper plate, so I have fewer things that have to be washed and put into the dishwasher.
La, 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 la.
After dinner, cleanup always begins. As soon as I'm finished eating, I immediately start cleaning. I know that's not the same for everybody, but for me, I don't love the house smelling like food. I don't love a dirty kitchen. I don't like food just sitting out. So to me, it's just worth it to push through for about 10-20 minutes, get everything clean, everything put away, everything in the dishwasher, and then I can just enjoy the rest of the evening.
Chasing pavement on my own. 'Cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. La 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 la. Time is up, nothing to do. You are gone, that makes me blue.
So when I'm tidying up, I like to just put all of our food into containers. Now, I love leftovers. You'll have to let me know. Are you a leftover person or you're not? I feel like you're one or the other. With me, I love leftovers, but I hate cooking, so we rarely have leftovers. So it makes it really hard, but I actually enjoy eating them. So anytime we do cook, I save everything so I can have it for lunch and like dinner the next day.
We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
So I buy these little plastic toppers for like lids and bowls. You can get a whole pack of them from the Dollar Tree, and every time I go I try to pick up some because they come in all different sizes. So in that same container you're going to get really small ones and then all the way up to extra large ones, and I use them all the time for so many different things. So they're just really nice to have on hand. So if you haven't found those at your Dollar Tree, definitely search for them. They're over with like the Ziploc bags, and you will absolutely love having them, and you will use them more than you even realize.
I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
I'd like to get all of the dishes into the dishwasher as quickly as possible. Like I said earlier, I don't like the smell of food lingering. I don't like it drying onto my pots and pans because it's just going to make it harder to clean later. I feel like doing dishes is never that fun, but if you leave them in there for hours or days, you're just making your work so much harder. So go ahead and get all that food cleaned off while it's still like soft on there. It's easier to do. Stick them in the dishwasher, get it started, and then you don't have to mess with it until the next day.
But I won't quit until it gets better, even if it takes me forever.
Now, once the dishwasher's loaded, I love to clean out my sink because if you've had all those dirty dishes in there, even if you've rinsed it out, there's still going to be food, crumbs, and all that lingering. So take the time to go ahead and get it nice and clean. I have been using that like spray Dawn, and I'm in love with it. I feel like the best price is at Sam's. You can get quite a bit of it for a good price. I actually bought 2 of them because I love it so much. I keep the other bottle in my laundry room just so when I'm having to like treat stains and stuff, it's just so nice. You can spray it. You can let your dishes soak if you just like spray it and it's caked on. I don't know. Whoever invented that or whoever thought of that, it was amazing. I love it. If you haven't tried it, try it. Buy it for your mom, buy it for your friend. It's just sometimes fun to get new cleaning products and test them out. After I scrub it and then I rinse it, I love to take a glass cleaner. My favorite is the Jaws cleaner. And then I just dry it out, and it's gonna make your sink look brand new again. It's gonna smell great. There's not gonna be any like water spots on it. If you haven't done this recently, next time you clean your sink, do this. It just makes it look so much better. I know it's not gonna last long because it's a kitchen and someone else is going in there, but sometimes it's just nice to get it done. I do love my Jaws products, so I just want to mention that if you guys are needing any refills or if you haven't tried it out, my link is down below in my description box, and then my coupon code as well. The The last thing I like to do is to clean the countertops. There's a lot of water from me washing the dishes. There's food everywhere. So I love just to get them wiped down. I even wipe down the areas that I wasn't necessarily cooking in just because I feel like things splatter, and then I know all the countertops are clean. Okay, so we've got the kitchen clean. It's back to normal, which means I have to go back to the laundry room. I swear I live more in my kitchen and my laundry room than I do the rest of this house. I'm sure you ladies feel the exact same way, but it's just nice feeling motivated and getting stuff done. Like, there's nothing better than going to bed knowing like all the sheets are clean and the laundry's put away and the floors are clean, or whatever you need to get done on your list. I promise you, you're gonna sleep a little bit better if you'll just take like 20 or 30 minutes and just get as many chores done as you possibly can.
We can take our time just to figure it out. I'll be here when all gets lost. We can count on hope when there's rivers to cross. And I know our lives will always change, but our hearts forever stay the same. I'll be here when things go south. We can take our time just to figure it out.
It is swimming season here again in Oklahoma, so I feel like I have a lot more towels than normal. When they get clean, I love to just go stick them outside, so when Savannah or her friends or her cousins are swimming, they're just already there for them and they don't have to like knock on the door and ask for towels. And I also keep extra in a bin out there as well, but if they're hung, they're just easily seen and the girls know they can grab them. And then after dinner, I always like to light a candle. So once everything's clean and I've got like all the food put away, I like to light a candle just to help with the smell. That's what I mean. And like, I don't like my house smelling like food. And then I had no idea Chase had ordered groceries and it came to the door, so I thought it was perfect timing. I was gonna kind of just show you what we got real quickly so you guys can get an idea. Like I said, we have family coming in, so we were just grabbing tons of like drinks and snacks and food that people can munch on while they're here.
And you're looking for a way back home. I'll be right there, only you can see. You can see. I'll be here when things go.
So I have a system when groceries come in. I try to just put them all in my entryway just so I can get all of the food in and shut the door so they're out of like the heat and the sun. And here in Oklahoma, as summer approaches, we get so many flies and bugs and wasps and bees. So I just try to get all the food into my entryway, and then I shut the door, and then I slowly start bringing it to the kitchen. And then I laid it out all right here just so you guys could quickly see some of our favorites that we ordered for this time. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get everything put away. I didn't show me like organizing our refrigerator out in the garage, but I put all the drinks out there. I texted my nieces, they're going to be in for a while, and I was like, what do you guys drink? And so I stocked it up. I love getting to do that. Chase's grandma always has a extra fridge that's just for drinks, and it's so nice when she's hosting because we know where all the drinks are. We don't have to ask. There's multiple options, and so I just love getting to do that as well for my family, and it makes it just so much easier hosting. You're not constantly like, do you want a drink? Do you need a drink? Do you have something to drink? Everybody just knows where it is and they can get it at any time.
Are only a shot away from me to be my everything, 'cause you are only a shot away.
I started today's video taking these sheets off and putting them in the washer, and I'm actually getting to finish out the video putting them back on. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes I'm so tired from like cleaning and filming, I don't show this part, or I do it the next day, but the load went really fast for some reason. I think because there was just sheets in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this bed made back. Like I said, I have family coming in, so I just wanted to make sure everything was nice and clean and fluffy. I also love white sheets for any bedroom, but especially guest bedrooms, just because you can tell they're clean and so people know they're clean. I have my scent boosters on them so they smell good. It's nice and cozy and comfy, and it's just ready to go for family and friends to come stay in it. I'm going to switch the load one more time. I always hit that point of the day where I know I don't want to do any more laundry because I don't want to have to come back in here and switch it once I lay down in bed. So I always try to time it perfectly. And if it's towels or something like that, I know it can just stay in the dryer until morning. But when there's like shirts and clothes, I know I'm going to have to get up one more time. So I always try to plan it really well. So once I hit the bed, I don't have to get back up for the laundry. Here is how the house is looking. I know I didn't like fluff the sectional, but we're going to be on it watching TV. But the kitchen is clean. My guest bedroom is clean. It's got fresh sheets. I've got a lot of the laundry done. All the groceries are put away. So I hope this video was motivational for you guys. I hope it gets you up so you can get some chores done in your house so you can relax this evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. If you're new here, please hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.